breakfast every day. And she be killing us every morning. And I'll be listening to her on the way to work while I'm at work. I can't really focus until she's done work cooking because she be saying some stuff, make you get up and get out your chair. So take heed to the message. Let's make sure we support her and go and subscribe to her content because she's doing an amazing job over there. I appreciate you.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We need to start learning how to tell our men what we would like, what we need in a marriage. Because if you don't tell your man what you need in a marriage, this creates chaos. I always tell people on my channel, you got to learn how to talk to your husband.
One and only, take heed to the message.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to my channel called Take Heed to the Message. With Abang Anwar. We about to get into some foolery this morning. Good morning, Melania. How are you, baby? King, how you doing? Young, what's going on? Jay, what is going on, sir? How are you? It's good to see you. You have a new subscriber. I hope you saw me. Okay. Now, Melania, you too, baby. You got a new subscriber as well. Okay. We about to get into some foolery. The title of this foolery this morning is, who is responsible for the core mindset of a child? Who is responsible for the core mindset of a child? Okay. Hey, Tara, what's going on, baby? Malik, hello, sir, from the beginning. How you doing? It's good to see you. Now, we about to dissect some foolery. All right, we about to dissect some foolery. Who is responsible for the core mindset of a child? And my sisters, get ready. Get your pen and paper today. Get your pen and paper because we talking about us today. The core mindset of a child come from their mama. That core mindset of a child come from the mama. Especially when we have the mindset to dislike the father. Yes. So all that dislike that you have towards the father, the child perceives it. It can feel it all on you when you don't like the daddy. The child can feel it. So because the child love you, mama, the child love you, the child is going to breathe in all that dislike because they love you. And this is the thing that a lot of us miss as women, because at the time before you had the baby, okay, before you had the baby, you was in love with this man. And then now, once you had the baby, you can't stand this man no more. It's something that he did, something that he said to you that hurt you. So now your core mindset of this man is hurt. So what we do is that we may not even say it to the child. The child may have just heard it. You was talking about the daddy. Or either the way you feel when the daddy come around. The child sees that. Hello, my dear. It's good to see you. You said this is my first time here. How are you? Okay. I don't do foolery in my chat. I want to warn you right now. I don't do nonsense in my chat. If you put any foolery, I block you. This is not Switzerland. Everybody don't get a checking account, baby. All right. Now, if you don't like what I say, that's fine. Keep scrolling. But over here, I don't do nonsense because I always like to teach lessons unless we in here cutting up. All right. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. So now, with that being said, okay, with that being said, Brian McKnight and his ex-wife, they in a tug of war battle over on social media. They in a tug of war battle on social media. And y'all remember a couple months ago, or about maybe a year now, maybe, Brian McKnight got a new family. You understand? And this woman is from the Asian descent. Okay. And he said it feels so good to be a girl dad or something like that. Mind you, he had children. He has a daughter and sons before this baby. But he always alludes to the fact he didn't raise them. He didn't raise them. The wife raised them. Now I'm going to share something with you, and I want you to understand this. Even being married, if you dislike your husband, the children feel it on you. Yes, honey. Even being married and you dislike your husband, the children feel it on you. You understand? The core mindset of a child come from the mother. So if you dislike the daddy, the children gonna dislike the daddy. That's why I tell y'all, clink, 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 clink. Because once you figure out in your heart and mind, you can't stand this man, the children are in trouble. The children are in trouble. Now, what Brian McKnight said that, this is my first time being a girl dad, he wrong for that. He has a daughter. He was wrong for that. Okay? He shouldn't have said that. But I'm going to share something with you. A lot of men, and I've seen this from my own father's side as well. A lot of men, this is going to be a little painful for some of y'all. A lot of men who have children with women that they don't like either, they regret those kids. They regret those kids. I know this is a little painful, but they regret them kids. They regret them. And that's painful, right? Hey, Maya, you ain't late, baby. It's painful. A lot of men who go through this, they regret those children because the woman is the problem. The woman be the problem sometimes. She be the issue. I know with my father had me by his side chick. You feel me? And so when my mama told him I'm pregnant or whatever like that, my father like, what's going on? Because you was messing with some other guy, and how am I the daddy? So now my father mindset was like, well, I don't think the baby mine. You got to prove to me the baby mine. So instead of my mother just being patient, wait till I get born and go do a DNA test, no, they go out full war. Why are you going out full war? Because it's the truth. You were messing with somebody who looked like my father, but yet you ready to go full war with this man. That's why I don't understand, my sisters. When a man asks for a DNA test, just give him the DNA test. We don't have to go out full out war because you think you right and you know you ain't right. I'm just saying. All right. So now Brian feels some type of way that he did not raise these babies. He feels some type of way that he did not raise these children. He said these children were raised by their mother. So they act like their mother. Okay. Now I'm going to share something else with you. Denzel Washington will say these children was raised by their mother. I was always gone. But what's the difference between Denzel Washington's wife and Brian McKnight, former wife? Is that she uplifted Denzel in front of those children. She encouraged their daddy's name in front of those children. That's why those children still love their father, because she encouraged his name. She told those children, your daddy is doing this because of this. We live this well because of your dad. You see what I'm saying? So my sisters, I want y'all to understand that part. When those daddies are gone for long periods of time and they working all day, or when they come home, they just fall out on the couch. Don't let the children be like, well, daddy, all he do is sleep every time he come home. This is when you tell those children, go get a quilt for your dad. Go ask your dad, go take those boots off your dad. Go get a pillow for him too. Your daddy has worked all day. He's tired. Don't be mad with him because he can't attend this and he can't attend that. He trying to make sure we keep this roof over our head. See, my sisters, you got to help. This is why you called the helpmate when you marry. This is why you called the helpmate. My baby mamas that's in these streets, okay? You supposed to have been a helpmate, okay? But you done something else. And now you the baby mama. You're not supposed to train his offspring to hate him. If he's not a good man, let the child see it for themselves. Not you go and make up scenarios to make the child dislike the man. I'm just saying. So let me get to the comment that his ex-wife wrote on his page. She came to his page and wrote this nonsense, okay? The same God that said, honor your father and mother, also children are a gift from the Lord. Y'all know we always got to go spiritual when we do nonsense. Everybody know that. We got to call on Yahweh when we put nonsense in the comment section, okay? If a black woman don't do that, something wrong with her, okay? Now, there are rewards for him, and train up a child in the way he should go. And when he's older, he will not depart from it. Your children are a reflection of the work and prayer and spiritual and moral compass that parents pour into kids. You dishonor kids that you created, and you are also against God. But judgment day is between you and your maker. So carry on. That's what she wrote. Okay. Now, Brian responded back. Okay, Brian responded back. Brian said, God was not talking about children that are the product of sin. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. The product of sin, which these are. He said number two, he put, I didn't raise them. Their mother did. That's what he said. Now number three, know the whole story before quoting the Bible. Oh, that's nasty. Number 4, take your inaccurate negativity story off my page. He said, I'm trying to be happy. That's what he said. I'm trying to be happy. Now, I'm going to share a little tidbit with you. Hey, Mr. He said, how are you? Fingerprints, how are you? It's good to see you. So now she said, you must train up a child and the way they should go. Now, this is true. You're supposed to train a child. Okay? You're supposed to train your children in the way that they should go. Hey, Blaze, how are you? It's good to see you. Now, Brian said these children were made out of sin. That's what he said. So I want to just jump on that real quick. The act was a sin. The children are not the sin. An older woman said that to me when I was young. She said the act of what you did is the sin, but the children are not the sin. Okay? Hello, Denise. How are you? So I said, okay, Brian is pulling pulling something this morning. He pulling something from somewhere this morning. But I want you to know, okay? I want you to know that part. The act of you doing it is the sin. The children are not the sin. So Brian feels some type of way. He feels some type of way about his ex-wife. And she feels some type of way about him. That's why I tell y'all the core mindset of a child come from the mama. If the mama can't stand you, them children more than likely ain't gonna be able to stand you either. I just want you to know that part. If the mama can't stand you, more than likely them children can't stand you. But I'm gonna share with you how the children will never forget you. Every time you come pick them up, if you show the mama respect and you don't get nasty with the mama, you got to hold your tongue, right? They're going to see that. If every time you praise the mama in front of the child going to see that. I remember my daddy, I used to say, I'm so tired of mama. Every time I turn around, she owes some drug dealer money, this and that. When I was young, I told my daddy that. My daddy told me, I don't care if your mama on the corner got her drawers down and selling pussy. You must respect your mama. That's your mama, damn it. And I told my daddy, I'm tired of living the way I'm living. He said, that's your mama. That's your mama. You must respect her. Okay? I'm just saying. But on my mama's side, my mama would say, you look just like that motherfucker. Get out my face. You look just like that black motherfucker. Get out my face. Mm-hmm. My daddy ain't know she was saying all that. Then her sisters didn't help the issue. Her sister said, all your daddy do is pay child support. He don't do nothing else for you. Get out my face. When I was young. So I remember around the age of 11 or 12, I confronted my daddy. I told my daddy, you ain't never buy me nothing. I did it right in front of his girlfriend. He wasn't married to her yet. I did it. I told him like this. I said, you ain't never done nothing for me. You said I wasn't your daughter in the first place. I wasn't your child. You sent your mama to see what color I look like. I was going in on my daddy. And my daddy, tears rolled down his face. He said, your mama wasn't my main woman. Because my daddy had to give me some truth. You feel me? He said, your mama wasn't my main woman. Your mama was doing nonsense. That's why I had some reservations about you. Okay? Said, but my mama came up to the hospital and said, you look like us. So that's why I took you as my own. I could tell you every gift you received from me. So my daddy ran down all this shit he bought me, right? All this shit. I was crying and everything. And he said, who told you who bought that stuff? I said, my auntie told me that she bought it. My mama said she bought it. He said, I bought you all that shit. How was I able to recall all the stuff that I bought you? You see? The core mindset comes from the mama. You see? My daddy ain't never say nothing crazy about her until I told my truth and told my daddy, this is what she said. So now my daddy, the gloves was off then. My daddy just said whatever he wanted to say. Now, was he wrong? He was wrong. Was she wrong? She was wrong. Both of them was wrong. But the core mindset of a child come from the mama. If you dislike this man, the children gonna dislike him. They can perceive it off you until they get grown and they understand that you was doing some bullshit, mama. That's when they get older and they understand that you was doing nonsense. So my sisters, take heed to the message. The core mindset that you put in these children is how you treat their daddy. The core mindset that you talk about their daddy, it will be in them. They will believe what you say about their daddy because they sitting up here like, mama ain't got no reason to lie to me. Mama ain't got no reason to lie to me. Mama love me. Ain't got no reason to lie to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Watch what you say around these children. Watch your behavior around these children. Watch how you talk about their daddy around them, because when they get grown, baby, they will say some off the wall nonsense to this man. Even the ones that are married, watch how you talk about your husband around your children. If you hear the child say, all daddy do is come home and sleep all the time, that same child that said that nonsense, make them go get the quilt, the pillow, make them take off their daddy's shoes. Then when they done, bring them into the kitchen and you talk to them. You know why your daddy tired like that? Because he done did 16 hours of work. He tired. It's not that he don't want to spend time with you. He tired. He needs some rest. Okay? He needs some rest. When he wake up and get ready, when he wake up and he eat, I want you to tell him, Daddy, I appreciate you. And the roof that you keep over our head, and the running water, and the lights, and the gas, and the food on our table. Because it's for this man. It's because of this man that we got a roof over our head. This is for the husbands. My sisters, take heed to this. Talk to them babies. Talk to them babies. When it comes to the husband, talk to them. Don't let them have any animosity towards the daddy because he can't spend time. When our children say, and I always get that messed up when I be like, oh, my children, I gotta stop saying that. It's so hard. It's so hard. When our children say, oh, mama, daddy's so hard on us. He's so hard on us. Why he's so hard on us? When they say that to me, I tell them, because your daddy love you. He wants you to succeed. He wants you to make it. You his legacy. That's why he's so hard on you. But he love you. He love you. He wants you to surpass him. He wants you to have things that he has never seen before. So when he get older, he can say, my child got that. My child lived this way. My child have this career. Our eldest daughter just got an internship, right, to our county. Municipal building. She going to school for law. My husband was going crazy. My daughter, my daughter, my daughter, my daughter. You see what I'm saying? She was so proud. When she got the approval, we got in the car. She said, Mama, I can't wait to tell my daddy. I can't wait to tell my daddy. You see that? Because, Mama, you the middleman. You the middleman, Mama. You the middleman. That's how you keep things safe in your home. You the middleman, Mama. You speak well upon your children. Okay? You speak well upon your husband. There's a link there. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a link there. The child may not see daddy all the time. Thank you, Blaze. I appreciate you. The child may not see daddy all the time. Daddy might work all the time. But the mama is there to encourage the child. Daddy is working because he got to provide for us. Daddy is working because he needs to make sure we have a roof over our head. Do you understand? So now for the course of the baby mama, I had to say wife first because this was his ex-wife. But for the course of the baby mother, you lay down with this man. Okay? You have a different consequences. You lay down with this man. You knew he wasn't going to marry you. We see those red flags, but we act like we don't want to see them. We see them red flags, but we act like we don't want to see them. Mind you, he might have had 2 or 3 children already, and you thought your child was the golden child. You thought your child would be the golden child, that he would settle down with you. Mind you, he has decimated 4 families already. So you make number 5. Why would you go and spread your legs with this man, and now you have been deemed baby mama number 5? That don't make sense. That don't make sense, baby. Some of us women, we give babies to men who are undeserving. You're undeserving. Some men are not supposed to have offspring. How you go and decimate 4 other families and now you come to me? And then also, it may not even be like that. It may just be he never had any children at all. Y'all had went and done something and it didn't work out between y'all. Okay? Because sometimes that happens too. And he might be a good man and you might be on some demon time, or he might be on some demon time and you might be the good woman. But if you, the good woman, because I'm talking to my sister, and you was messing with some man, he was on some demon time, baby, this your making. This your making. This your making. And Malik said it clear as day. Not every man is meant to reproduce. And this is true. Y'all see it in our community. Look at our community. Not everybody is meant to have children. Look at the nonsense. You got Pookie and Ray Ray copy everywhere, honey. Everywhere. So now, if you don't teach these children how to respect the other parent, your truth will come out someday. Just like I just told y'all that story about my family, the truth will come out someday. The baby father is telling the child, respect your mama. No matter what, respect your mama. Okay? But the mama telling the child, you look just like your damn daddy. Get your ass out my face. You see what I'm saying? Because the core mindset of the child come from the daddy. I'm sorry. The core mindset of a child come from the mama. Because remember, the child is always with the mama. Good morning, Growth. How are you? It's good to see you. The mindset of a child, that core mindset, come from the mama. One of the influencers said a couple weeks ago, all you got to do is treat the mama well, and the child will see it. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that. I'm going to tell you, all you got to do is respect the mama. Respect the mama. Even if you can't stand her, the child going to see it. The child going to see it. Even if you can't stand her, the child going to see it. Okay? Respect the mama. And I'm going to share something with you. When that child get older, the child going to know who was the fuck up and who wasn't. The child going to know who was the fuck up and who wasn't. And I know it's hard to deal with women that ain't got their right mind. I know my daddy did it for years. I have saw it play out. My daddy come, try to pick me up. All hell break loose. All hell break loose. And I'm just looking at her like, I just want to go with my father. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go out with him. Why is this going on? All I'm saying is that when you have these children, be mindful about the men you have children with. It ain't good for a child to see that you dislike this man. It ain't good for you to be out there talking about this man so the child hear you disgracing their daddy. It ain't good. And I'm going to share something with you, my sister. I'm going to share something with you. It's most of the time because you wanted him to marry you and he ain't see wife in you. He didn't see wife in you. And that's the truth. Now, Blaze said, telling a child, I hate you because you have your daddy face is crazy. It's true, but mother said it because I know in my time they sure did. They sure did. All the things that I have been labeled upon when I was young, right? I turned it around on my children and did it to them. Like my mama say, oh, you look just like your damn daddy. I can't stand your daddy. You look just like that mother so-and-so, right? So when I tell my children, you look just like your daddy, they smile. It's the way you say it. It's the way you say it. You look just like your dad. It's the way you say it. Or you act just like your daddy. They so proud because my mama would say, you act just like your damn daddy, right? Because she couldn't stand him. But when I tell my children, you act just like your daddy. They so proud, they chest bulk up and everything. They so proud when you tell them they act like they dad. But let me tell them, you don't act nothing like your father. This is an insult. I'm saying it to them to make them sad. And I tell them, you don't act nothing like your dad. They whole face change. Because they know their father's a good man. They whole face change. Like, they like, mama, what? I'm like, yeah, you don't act nothing like your dad. I tell the girls that too. You act nothing like your daddy. They whole face, they be on fire. Like, why she say that like that? And then they'll come back, mama, did you mean it? I said, well, right now you ain't acting like him. All I'm saying is that children core mindset, and I keep saying this, it come from us. You got a disdain to the daddy. You don't like the daddy. You can't stand the daddy. The child sees that. They see that. See, Brian McKnight is going through that because his wife never uplifted him in front of those children, never uplifted his name. When he traveled all around the world and he couldn't be there for recitals, basketball games, and all that stuff, she did not tell those children, your daddy is doing this. That's why. Don't be disappointed in him. He love you. He love you. He just trying to make sure we live this comfortable life. See, my sisters, you are called the helpmate because you are there to co-sign what's going on with the husband when he doing the right thing. When he not doing the right thing, you shouldn't have married him. You can't be under a covering that got holes in it. Your covering ain't supposed to have no holes in it. You shouldn't have married him. But as you being the mama, when daddy can't make it to certain things because he working, you supposed to talk to the child, not co-sign the child-ish. When the child say, well, daddy ain't never come, daddy never come around, this is when, mama, you swoop in like She-Ra. You swoop in like She-Ra and you tell the child, your daddy love you. Your daddy is doing this because we got to have a roof over our head, food on the table, and clothes on your back. You don't disrespect and talk about the daddy in front of the child and make the child feel some type of way. You don't do that. Now, I want y'all to hear how she went in. Take heed to the message, y'all.
Remain in that space. You know how I strive to live within a space of positivity. I try daily to make a conscious effort to remain in that space, because outside of that isn't a happy place to be. Physically, mentally, spiritually, it's better for me to be in a space where I make sure that the joy is what's around me, because I have so much to be thankful for, so many things that I'm grateful for. And I know the way the devil works, and I know that in those times where blessings are bountiful, he likes to creep in. And he likes to use things that he feels will touch parts of you to bring you out of a space where your energy is brought to a lower vibration, lower level, because then you're no longer able to continue on a path where you are okay. That day and that time and that moment and in those seconds, it will and has been and will forever be in reference to my children. As I'm sure most mamas are, as I'm sure most daddies are. And at some point, it's just enough. It's just enough. And it has to be clear that, and hopefully it can help some other folk who might be dealing with situations where there's a constant gnaw of ridiculousness that's trying to get its way, almost like a rat that knows there's food on the other side that will nourish every part of them because they're not getting it. And with this situation, it's attention. So that rat just keeps digging and it keeps digging, and it chews through wires and it chews through holes in any way it can find an end to hopefully get into your space, snatch everything so you can go running through the house and try to hit it with a broom. That's what their intent is. I want you, just as I daily am trying my best to do, is to find those spaces where you don't allow that into your space. And I know there's some that's going to say, well, you're addressing it now. Why? Because he said something about you. The things that have been said about me, you would not believe. The things that could be said. The point of it is nothing. I don't want to draw attention to anything. And if I ever do, it is only to help if there's someone who's in a situation who feels like they're being just pushed, prodded, probed. This is that type of situation where everything, of course, in me wants to run amok through every street in this city and that city and the other city, and that would do what? The point at the end of every negative situation, whether it's an illness, whether it's a fool that you have to deal with because they keep entering your life when you are no longer giving any more energy to it. It's to only keep you down to where they thought they had you because they knew that they were the author of an extremely abusive situation, emotionally, mentally. And they're no good at not being the center of that attention anymore. So when everybody pulls that away, It's like a kid who throws a tantrum. I'm going to do more. I'm going to raise up. I'm going to raise. My voice is going to get louder until I end up on the ground kicking and screaming. And then I'm going to show you that, I got you. No. You continue to stay in that space that keeps you cool. And I'm telling you this from experience because this is a time where I do understand that things can hit here. And at this point, on a day like today, it's here. So it's beneficial to kind of bring it in a space that makes sense again. I am so proud to have raised these men. I am so proud to have raised these men that God allowed me, knowing that I wouldn't get everything right. But he allowed me to raise them, and he allowed us to be in a space where, yes, I did have the helms to raise them predominantly on my own, with the help of my family, with the help of my friends, with the help of my community. I'm so glad we had that tribe, and I want others to feel that, and that's what we're here to do. We're not here to gossip. We're not here to keep things rolling and keep things a mess. We're not. And that has been made clear by the fact that you just really haven't heard much, have you? And that's okay. My life.
So put a 1 in the chat if you think Brian McKnight is right. And put a 1 in the chat if you think she right. Put a 3 in the chat if you think both they ass wrong. Put it in the chat. So 1 in the chat if Brian McKnight is right. 2 in the chat if she right. 3 in the chat if both of they ass wrong. Because this don't make no sense at all. At all. So now, I'm going to share a little tidbit with y'all. In my opinion, she said she was married. Okay, she said she's married. She was married. She was raising these children on her own. She was raising these children on her own. She had the community. She had family. Okay. Where was Brian? Where was Brian? Because a lot of us melanated sisters, we get up here and say that daddy was nowhere around. Especially when we marry. We talking about married. Because y'all got this influencer that run around here and talk about you can be married and be a single mother. That shit is not right. That's not real. That's not real. Stop believing that. That's not real. You can't be married and be a single mother. You can't be. That doesn't make sense. So you telling me out of all the years you've been married, the husband has never come home? He has never paid one stitch of bill. He has never bought anything for these children. He just stay out and you marry. Because that's what that's what it means to be a single mother. That's what it means. That you do not have any connection with the daddy. You do not have any connection with the daddy. That's a real single mother. Because if the daddy is providing for the child, okay, the daddy is taking care of the child, y'all got to stop saying you're a single mother. A single mother is the daddy is not providing for the child. You're doing everything on your own. You're not counting on anything for the daddy at all. Even the daddy spending time. Okay? Because time is better than money. Even the daddy spending, there's no time at all. Then you a single mother. Then you a single mother, damn it. But for you to get up here and say it was for my family, the community, the tribe I had to raise those boys, to raise my children, I'm so blessed. to have had these children come through me. I agree with you on that part. I'm blessed to have these children decided to come through me. I agree with you on that part. I do. Children are a blessing. The sin is how you got them. Okay, the sin is how you got them. And I'm thinking Brian is saying that the children, to get those children was sinful was because he was not married to her yet when she got pregnant with those kids. They weren't married. Probably got married after she had those children. Probably got married after. Because why would he call them sin? Because if they were married under the covering, the children cannot be bastards. Am I right? Come on now, somebody. Come on now, somebody. The children can't be bastards if you married and the children were under a covering. So you can't call it sin. But he trying to tell his truth. Now, this shot at him today, when she went on this live or whatever, this is a shot at him to tell him, you better stop saying something if I get out here and write a mother so-and-so book. You better stop saying something if I get out here and tell the nonsense that you did in these streets. And you know the fake sisterhood gonna eat that mess up. They gonna eat that mess up. Mind you, okay, nobody caring about the children, how this is going to destroy the older children and all the gossip that her and the daddy went through. More than likely, Brian and her could not get along. But that sex was on point. Because they done had all those children. That sex was on point. They couldn't get along, but that sex was on point. I don't give two rats whatever if the sex is on point. You're not supposed to continue to be with this man. I don't care how good it is. You're not supposed to continue to be with this man. You should not have had children with this man. I don't care if he's Brian McKnight. I don't care if he's the chocolate teddy bear. I don't care. You was not supposed to have children with this man. But sometimes we see all these flags flying high and you don't pay attention. Brian the same way too. You see this light-skinned sister, she looked good, body looked like a Coca-Cola bottle. And so you see all the red flags flying high, but yet still you still proceed. Because that pussy felt good to you, baby. You still proceed. And what do? We rob these children of having a good foundation when we do this. See, parents, we got to take the blame. We rob these babies of having a good foundation. Good morning, Yellow. How are you, honey? We rob these children. Okay. Hey, Green Beans, how are you? Now, Malik said, I was never on the emergency contact list at my children's school. They say it's all how she really felt about me. He says that's all that says it. That said it all of how she really felt about me. Now, Malik is right. He's right about that. He's right. Hi, Trey. How are you? Good morning. It's good to see you. And Amanize, how are you, baby? So with that being said, her and McKnight got a problem. They got a problem. Okay. Now, McKnight gonna feel how the way he want to feel because that's his new family. He gonna feel the way he want to feel. Okay. And that woman that he married now is probably his true wife. But he was doing nonsense out here in these streets. And so now he got connected to her now. But this is why you got to learn to be patient and wait. Wait. But while you're waiting, my sisters, while you're waiting, work on yourself. Don't just sit in the midst of doing foolery. While you're waiting, you work on yourself. Ask God to clean out everything that is not right in you for marriage. Work on yourself. So when a man do come along, you will not get bullshit. Because I always tell y'all, remember, y'all calling these baby daddy shit and all this other stuff. Listen, shit beget shit. Shit beget shit. I'm just letting you know right now. So when you calling this man ain't shit, you ain't shit either. You ain't shit either. I preach that all the time. You got to learn how to clean out everything that is not right in you. So now when the man come along, he gonna see you. See, a man know when a woman got her shit together. He know. He smell it on her. He don't see no chicken hoe. He don't see no hoism. Shout out to Kosher. He don't see you being a 304. He see the wife label flying upon your head. Wife and lights. He see it. It's all in lights, damn it. He like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's a wife right there. Wait a minute. My sisters, stop believing the hype. Stop believing the sprinkle. Stop believing the hype, baby. Listen, you as well as the woman. Do you feel me? You know when you encounter a husband. You know God gonna lead you that way. He gonna lead you that way. He may not have all the things that you want in a man. You understand? He may not have all the things you want in a man. Because y'all superficial sometimes. We get beside ourselves. 666 numbers, all this other nonsense that y'all got in these social media streets. Hey, Gregory Scotland, it's good to see you, sir. We got all this nonsense in the social media streets. We think this makes sense. And you will miss your blessing. You looking for a man who got 6 figures. He might not have 6 figures. You looking for a man who got 6 inches. He may not have 6 inches. But he might can have you climbing from the ceiling. Mm-hmm. You want a man to be 6 in height. He might be 5. And he'll be the best king that you have ever seen in your life. See, we got to stop thinking about how social media wants you to think and think about how God wants you to be. Ask God to clean out everything that is not right in you so that you will attract this type of man that will be good in heart. Ain't nothing like a man that got a clean heart, baby. Ain't nothing like a man that got a clean heart. He don't want nothing to happen to you. Now, I ain't say he ain't gonna correct your ass if you're doing foolery. I did not say that. I said ain't nothing like a man that got a clean heart. He's going to treat you well, but he gonna correct that ass if you get out of line. You don't need a man that's your husband that get up there talking about, yes, dear, yes, dear, yes, dear. You don't need a yes me. You need a husband that will say, hell to the no. Hell to the no. No. Hell to the no. I ain't doing that. Hell to the no. Okay? That's what we talking about. That's what we saying. Hell to the no. We ain't doing that. No. You can't do that. No girls trip. You can't be doing that. No, stop telling our business to everybody that you know. Okay? I'm just saying, you don't need a yes man. You get a yes man, you ain't gonna live well. You gonna be broke by the first year of y'all marriage. Because we buy shit that don't make sense. My sisters, we buy shit that don't make sense. Now, all I want to say is that this woman is mad with Brian, and she gonna come out with a book deal. Let somebody hit her with a DM. She gonna be the next one coming out with a book deal, telling all the business about what's going on that happened with her and Brian back in the day. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying Brian is he's innocent. I'm not gonna sit up here and say he's innocent. But I'm going to sit up here and tell you is that the responsibility of the core mindset of a child belongs to us. Okay? I'm just letting you know. The core mindset of a child belongs to us women. If you have a perception about your husband or about their daddy, you can't stand them, the children smell it on you, baby. They smell it on you. If you don't like the daddy, they smell it. They can tell you don't like the daddy. So the child think it makes sense for them not to like the daddy too. Now, I like what Denise said right here. I'm about to put it up there. Denise says some women need to stop the male bashing and help change generational patterns. My mama never bashed my absent father, but my aunties did bash their children's father all the time. Made men be the bad guy. Made a man be a bad guy. Yes, made men be the bad guy. It's true, baby. You speaking facts right here. Yellow said children don't need one parent to point out the other horrible parent. This is true. The good parent will always be their hero. Mhm. A villain, let them discover things on their own or when they get older. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Now, I'm going to share something with you. I like what Yellow said because you shouldn't bash the other parent. I wholeheartedly agree with this. You should not bash the other parent. Let the child see what's going on when they get older. The child will see it. If the parent is not right, the child gonna be able to tell it. You do not have to disgrace this man or this woman in front of the child. You don't have to do that. The child gonna be able to perceive the nonsense when they get older. That's why you always hear children, and just like this little girl, the little girl that y'all remember the video I put out a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago. The little girl said, Mama got a nasty mouth. Mama got an attitude. That's why she is a single mother. Okay? Even the children can see it while they're young. They know why they daddy didn't stay around. They know why they daddy didn't marry their mama. Like if somebody asks me right now, why your daddy ain't marry your mama? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you right now, my mama was the side chick. My mama was passing around that pussy like candy. That's why my daddy didn't marry her. Okay? No man want a woman where she passing out that stuff like candy. No man gonna marry you if you passing that stuff around like candy. And you know how I know? Because when my stepdaddy wasn't home, my daddy was at our house. Okay? Okay? Let's okay? Okay? All right? I'm just saying my mama did some strange things for a piece of change when it came to my daddy. So men can perceive who is marriage material and who is not. But I'm not sitting up here talking about you supposed to go willy-nilly because you know she not marriage material and you over there doing your nonsense. I don't think that's right. But my sisters, you got to learn how to do clink, 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 clink. I'm just saying. You got to learn how to clink, clink. Good morning, Mrs. She said, how are you? Blaze says, both sides bashing each other on a regular, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like some little ass kids. Communication is the choice, and people choose to not do it. Oh, that's nasty, Blaze, but you're right about that. You're right about that. All I'm saying is that since we have the mindset, okay? The mindset, the core mindset. We make the core mindset of our children. And I'm talking to my married sisters. We make the core mindset of our children. You got to learn to speak good upon your husband's name. You got to learn to speak good upon his name. When these children say to you, Daddy can't come to my game today, Daddy didn't come to my play today, Daddy didn't do this, tell them babies why. Daddy out there working, Daddy on the road, Daddy driving this big truck to make sure we got, to make sure we live well. Tell them it's not that Daddy don't want to be here, it's that Daddy got some things to do. And then you let the child understand. So now you hear the child say, well, if Daddy was here, then we wouldn't have this roof over our head. There'd be no food on the table. And Daddy is always with me. Who gonna pay the mortgage? You see what I'm saying? The child will start assessing that thing for themselves. My sisters, learn that thing. Speak good upon your husband's name. So when these children get older, they're going to love this man. And you know what's going to happen? This man going to turn around and tell you thank you. Just like Denzel Washington always tell everybody when he have an interview. They say, oh, your sons, they have grown up to become amazing young men. And you know what Denzel say? He said, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what Denzel say. He give his wife the props. I ain't got nothing to do with that. She did all that by herself because I was traveling here and there. I was on this movie. I was on this set. I was doing this. And all I did was send the money home. But those boys love their daddy. Them boys love their daddy. Why? Because mama was there. Mama was interceding for daddy. Mama was saying, Daddy not here, but this is why. But Daddy sent this, and this is why we live like this. You see the difference? You see the difference? You don't hear no nonsense in social media about Denzel and his boys. You don't hear none of that. They love their daddy. Every time you see a picture of them, they hugging on their daddy. Because mama interceded. And Denzel know mama interceded. That's the blessing when your husband know that you interceded for him. That's why you call the helpmate, my sisters. That's why you call the helpmate. Anything that daddy missed, baby, you supposed to pick it up. I have to say it to my sisters that are married because this situation is a couple that was married. And now they can't stand each other, but they have children together. They can't stand each other, but they got children together. My sisters, you got to intercede for your husband. When he's not able to do all those things the children want him to do, and daddy tired, he done fell out on the couch and everything like that, there's a reason. There's a reason daddy tired. This is why, baby. Don't be mad with daddy. And this is what Green Bean said. Love what he said. The teamwork makes the dream work. Remember that. This is right. We got to work together. What daddy missed, while daddy carrying the house upon his shoulders, while daddy carrying the house upon his shoulders, because daddy can't let the house fall. He got to always hold that house upon his shoulders. So now, if a chair fall out, you know what I'm saying? If the sink fall out, okay? If the children fall out the house, mama, you supposed to be there to lift everything that fell and throw it back. Boom. Throw it back. Boom. Throw it back. Boom. You supposed to be the one in the back, okay? Anything daddy dropped, you supposed to throw it back. Boom. Throw it back. Boom. He looking at you. He like, baby, this fell out the house. You said, no, I got it, baby. You throw it back. Boom. That's how it's supposed to go. We supposed to work as a well-oiled machine, honey. That's how it works. We supposed to work as a well-oiled machine. When it's time for daddy to take it down, you do not bash daddy. Oh, that's why you never take these kids nowhere. You never do nothing for these kids. You never go out there and play with these kids. You never do this. You never do that. You don't do that. You don't do that, my sister. You talk to these children. Daddy tired. He done fell out on the couch. Daddy tired. There's a reason. Teach those kids to cater to their daddy too when they see him on the couch. Not just let them fall out on the couch, no cover, no pillow. He still got his boots on. Make those kids cater to daddy too while he laying on that couch. Get them boots off him, y'all. Get them boots off him, y'all. Children got to learn how to attack their daddy when he get home from work. Somebody snatch the book bag. Somebody snatch the jacket. Somebody get those boots off him. Somebody go get daddy towels so he could get undressed in the laundry room. So he could go upstairs and shower. You got to teach those children. This man is going out into the world each and every day to make sure they got something. And I'm going to share something with you. Y'all going to be mad with me because I'm almost done. You're going to be mad with me. The problem lie with Brian McKnight's wife. Because she led those children to believe the core value. She led those children to believe that they daddy ain't shit. And this is why, as old as they is, they can't stand him. Because the core value you put, the core mindset you put was that the daddy ain't shit. And black man said he shouldn't walk in the house with those dirty ass boots on. This is true. And he not. But let me share something with you. I always tell my children when they see their daddy. I tell them, no clothes your daddy got on, those royalty clothes. I don't want to see them on the floor at all. This is my husband's uniform. Those are royalty boots. I don't want to see them nowhere looking nasty. Y'all better put them together and leave them next to the door. His clothes better make it to the laundry room. I always tell them that because those royalty clothes, them same clothes that make sure we got a roof over our head and food on the table. Explain to those babies why. Because if you co-sign what the baby say, the baby believe that what they saying is right. Daddy never spend time with me. Daddy ain't never here. Daddy always sleeping. Every time I see him, he's sleeping. But mama, if you let the child believe that every time they see the daddy, he's sleeping and he's sleeping for no good reason. Now when the child get older, the child will sit up there and say, well, he ain't never do nothing. All he did was sleep. But there's a reason why he's sleeping. Mama, you got to tell them children there's a reason why he's sleeping. I'm finished running my mouth today. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm finished. Okay. I know I'm supposed to do a half an hour, but I gotta go. Okay. I'm gonna start learning how to do 2 shows in a day. Okay. I'm gonna try. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna do it every day. I'm gonna try. Okay. Because yesterday I had hit 4K on a live yesterday, and that mess was crazy. I did that thing at 6 p.m. I couldn't believe that I had that many people watching at one time. Now, I'm going to try it. I ain't say every day. Because I'm committed to the morning time. I ain't say every day because I got shit to do. I had to take care of my own house, okay? I got shit to do. And I want to hear my husband mouth. So I said, I'm going to try, okay? I'm going to try. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to try, okay? Mr. He said, my kids used to think that, used to think like that. Nikki sat them down and showed them the bills and my salary. They was good after that. And that's what we talking about. A lioness gonna always do her job. A lioness, shout out to Mrs. She said, a lioness gonna always do her job. Malik said, damn, I missed that yesterday. Yes, Malik, you missed it, sir. You know you started with me from the beginning. You missed it, sir. I was on fire. And let me share something with you. I was just in my bedroom, just going on live because I wanted to rant about Megan Stallion. I just wanted to rant about the nonsense of her winning that award from Planned Parenthood. I was mad about that shit. So I was just, going in yesterday, but I was respectful, but I was going in. So, that's what I was doing. And I had reached 4K. It was crazy. I was so happy. Black man said, you good, sister. God bless you. Thank you. Mrs. She said, do it with a smile. Yes, baby. Go ahead. Lioness, always in the house. Okay, let's get it right. It was Miss E said, what's that bedroom energy? Okay, so we done today. Everybody, y'all have a wonderful day. I'm not sure we're gonna come back in the evening, but I thank God for y'all coming in this morning. Before y'all leave, please hit that like button. Please also come back, put a little comment, a little emoji in there, a little something to say something. You feel me? Malik said, Planned Parenthood Award. Yes, Malik, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Lord, it don't make no sense. So if you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App. You'll see the Cash App in my bio. If you want to donate through badges, you'll see the badges in YouTube, okay, where you make the comment at. And if you can't do none of that, just hit that like button. Okay, hit that like button, share it if you can. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubnragsfashion.com. The link is in my bio as well. If you want to shop merch with us, okay, and that is on the YouTube, okay. I hope you can see it. It's on the YouTube page, okay. You'll see cups, mugs, hoodies, bags, book bags, shirts, okay, water bottles, all that available, okay. YouTube handles all that shipping and everything like that. They handle all that, okay? But in our family business, I am your customer service rep, okay? I will let you know when the item gets shipped out. I will first greet you, let you know when the item gets shipped out because we do same day shipping. And I will send also all the details of the shipping to you to your email, okay? Or either however you did the communication with the store, I will send it back to you that way, okay? Much love to you all. Mr. Issa said, and they gave Sexy Red her own plan B. Ooh, that's nasty. Why is it all melanated though? Ain't nobody ever asked that question, right? Because why? Why is it always they target melanated? Why is it, y'all? Because we the biggest consumers. Planned Parenthood is big because of our community. Can't make this shit up, huh? Everybody take heed to the message. Much love to you all. Have a great day, everybody.